Hello and welcome. Good evening. This is Arnav Chaudhary, and you are live on my YouTube channel, Iron Foot. It's another live watch along of the latest Indian Super League encounter. And tonight it is Mohun Bagan Super Giant versus Chennaiyin FC, two former champions facing each other, or rather, the current champion facing a two-time former champion. And let's hope for an interesting encounter from the Saltlake Stadium in Kolkata, in which Mohun Bagan Supergiant on one side will be hoping to get their second win of the campaign after their opening day win against the Kerala Blasters. It was a 2-0 at the time. And on the other side, Chennaiyin FC will want to get onto the scoreboard in regard to points and goals because they lost 0-1 to Mumbai City Football Club last week in Mumbai, with Clifford Miranda as head coach, Anthony Fernandez as assistant coach, and of course, Clifford had a time at Mohun Bagan Super Giant as an assistant coach. And looking at the lineup of the day, some interesting things to see. Mohun Bagan's lineup includes Vishal Keth, Anirudh Thapa, Liston Colasso, Dimit Petratos, Robson Robinho, Shubhashish Bose as captain, Alberto Rodriguez, Abi Sheikh Tekcham, Jay Maclaren, Apuya Ralte, as well as Mehtab Singh. While at the other side, we have Mohammad Nawaz, Imran Khan, Namte, Inigo, El Sino, Alberto Noguera as captain, Mandar Rao Desai, Pritham Kotal, Irfan Yadwad, Din Liliana, as well as Bema Mayer. So those are your options as regard to the starting lineup in this encounter from the Salt Lake Stadium, as we look forward to hopefully an interesting match on the day, in which Mohun Bagan surely will look to try and get onto the scoreboard once more, as I say, because for them, it's very, very important, I would say, to try and get another win, because for them, it is important to try and get the points, as we are into the game as Mohun Bagan Super Giants play in their traditional green and maroon from left to right, while Chennaiyin FC play from right to left in a white kit. So interesting will be, how does this match open up? How do these two sides play? Does Chennai sort of sit deep and allow the opponent to have a go at them, to press, or do Mohun Bagan try and take charge? We saw that the other day against Kerala Blasters, that this Mohun Bagan under Sergio Lobera wants to play football, wants to control the game, and it will be interesting to see as Mohammad Nawaz clears his lines, headed back by Mohun Bagan, ball in the middle of the park. Shubhashish Bose on the left, collects it, plays it to Alberto, across to Mehtab. He was looking for options. Irfan Yadwad in the way, but can he keep the ball in? Yes, he does. Trying to beat off Abhishek Mite. Gets it into the danger zone. Beats Abhishek Mite as well as Liston, but into the arms of Vishal Keth. First bit of potential danger as Mohun Bagan try to combine, and too quick a pass. Lobera getting up, showing, hey guys, cool down, cool down. We're not even 2 minutes in. Hi Kumar, hi Augusto. And Khabar says Meghalaya government invest Northeast United FC, Canada biggest academy in India, 110 crore under construction, also biggest football stadium, 732 crores also under construction, distribution of good system. Let's see what they do. I don't know if 110 crores it's the biggest academy or not. Again, this biggest or greatest, I don't get into that conversation. The biggest and greatest academy to me is which produce talent. So therefore, the size of the academy and this and that and everything. Irfan Yadwad here against Abhishek. Foul from the India striker against the India defender. Through ball, Robson Robinho in the middle, and cleared by Pritham Kotal. Pritham Kotal, of course, is a very special match. Long-time Mohun Bagan 80K captain Pritam Kotal. Sorry, that was Dimi Petratos who was on the prowl, not Robson. Corner. This is going to be taken by Robson Robinho, the Brazilian who's joined the Mariners at the start of the season. Corner. Robson into the middle, into the danger zone. Cleared. Maybe a chance for the Blasters to break. Inogo plays it out. Chennaiyin have to play across. Nicely done. Mandar. Namte. Mandar. El Senior back to Nawaz. Mohamed Nawaz. Ooh, with a dangerous through ball. Finds Noguera. Bemamer. Mandar. Mandar has to play it back again. Kumar, sorry, I can only live with the podcast that I have. Throw in for Chennaiyin FC. Liston can't keep it in. Meghalaya government is a small state in India, but huge love for football, huge investment for football. Yeah, surely the love for football across the Northeast is great. But again, if you're going to tell me small state, nothing much happening, then we have a lot of these states, a lot of fighting over there on that left wing. So, Manipur has done it, Mizoram has done it, Arunachal is doing it. So therefore, for me, the main thing, if you ask me what's the most important thing, is the outcome. As Mohun Bagan tried to build on the left, Shubhashish Bose with the ball, plays it for Thapa, can't, but puts pressure, throw in for Mohun Bagan. And as always, as I love to say, if you like the conversation, if you like what we're talking about, do leave a like behind, share it with other people to potentially join our conversation. And if you haven't, do subscribe to the channel. We stand at 3,805 as I speak. Mohun Bagan playing from left to right. Abhishek across to Liston. Liston 1-on-1. Ooh, that's a foul. Not given. Lucky for Irfan, I would say. The pressure, Namte against his old team. Mandar clears it. Not really cleared. Back with Mohun Bagan. Back with Chennaiyin. Namte, Bemamer, El Sino, Dinpuya, Bemamer. Looking for his winger. Doesn't get to Imran. Cleared. Alberto under pressure. Alberto under pressure for Minogo. And Alberto back to his keeper and then to Mehtab, who has space in front of him. Petratos dropping deep. Alberto across to Mehtab. Demi Petratos in the Mohun Bagan half. Crosses across. Ooh, loses the ball, but Chennaiyin on the other side. Noguera. Namte. Bemamer. Mandar. Namte. Across to Pritam Kotal. Noguera versus Clifford. Yes, very, very true, Augusto. The construction of the stadium started in Meghalaya. Yes, it has, Kumar, it has. Shubhashish clears ahead of Dinyana. Pritam plays it to Noguera. Namte, Pritam, back to Namte. Namte chips it forward for Imran, who beats Shubhashish Bose, and Inigo doesn't get to the ball. Could have been a chance there. Good build-up from Chennaiyin FC. That nearly a shock from Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Good ball in the middle, into the middle, but the Spanish striker can't get a touch to it. Oh, mistake once again in the build-up. from Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Irfan being followed by Liston. Liston falls down. Irfan still. Ooh. And the referee allows to play on. Apuya. Thapa. And Alberto saying to the referee, man still down. Irfan Yadwad. Oh, that was the elbow. Into the face, into the nose, onto the nose. Should have been seen by the referee. Mm. Irfan still on the ground, giving up. There's no sign of construction of the Academy of Northeastern Meghalaya government. Okay, Kumar. Alberto Noguera, as per as it on the screen, making his 100th ISL appearance. The man who's played initially for FC Goa, then joined Mumbai City Football Club, and then last season was at Bangalore FC. Abhishek losing it. Abhishek to Noguera. Chennaiyin looking better today in their gameplay so far than the other night in Mumbai. The question is, can they overcome the weakness which was there against Mumbai City towards the end when they had more of the ball? Can they create chances? Shubhashish Bose under pressure plays it to Alberto, across to Vishal. Apuya to Abhimitay. Liston. Thapa. Abhimitay back to Mehtab. Apuya drops deep. Thapa. Chennaiyin FC is good up to now. Yes, Kumar, I agree. They've played nice football. Mohun Bagan being tested. But again, Mohun Bagan has the quality. One chance, one goal. Played from right to left. Shubhashish, Robson, Shubhashish, Thapa, Apuya, Petratos, across to Abhimita, who has some space. Petratos trying to beat his marker, beats Namte, not allowing him the space. Good closing down from Chennaiyin so far, and Mohun Bagan have to play back. Mehtab to Alberto. Turns around, plays it across to Apuya. Apuya Ralte. Thapa. Thapa chips it across to find Abhimite. That's good. Ball into the middle. And lucky for El Senior that Pritham Kotal is there to clear because Jamie Maclaren was lurking behind him. A dangerous ball into an area where strikers are always around. Robson to take Mohun Bagan's second corner, nearly 12 minutes played. This time from the right. Robson Rubinho into the danger area. Overcooked. Oh, there's a long distance shot from Auniro Thapa. Looked like there wasn't that much of space. Auniro Thapa has that shot. Comes across. First time. It's a good connection. But of course goes over. Yeah. And Chennai like to play out. And that's too dangerous. El Sino loses the ball against Liston and header from Jamie McLaren, which loops over the goal. And Pritham Kotal pointing to his fellow players, guys, we can't be that loose with these kind of balls. We can't, in the build-up, lose them to a team like Mohun Bagan Super Giant, because then really it's an opportunity for the red and gold. Red and gold, green and maroon, sorry. Inigo, cleared by Mohun Bagan. Oh, foul not given. Robson, Shubhashish. Robson. Back to Roberto Robson. Plays it back. Apuya. Mehtab. Alberto. Apuya. Apuya. Bemamer. And Sean. Yeah, Chennai have really brought in quality, I would say. ISL experience, of course, they had El Sino, but to bring in Noguera, to bring in Bemamer, has given them quality. Inigo as a young striker. Abhishek keeps it in, but taking a. Ooh, El Sino has to be careful. Plays it dangerous to his keeper. Maclaren was lurking. Pritham. Good ball forward from Chennai. Oh, that's a loose ball back with Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Alberto. Ball with Abhimite. Liston loses it to Irfan Yadwad, who plays it across. Chennai stay with the ball. Bemamer plays it to Imran Khan. And that ball goes out. No, stays in. Lucky. Imran Khan wants to play it across to Inogo. Abhimita has to clear, or has there been foul given? Inogo foul on Mehtab. 15 minutes already played, still goalless in Kolkata between Mohun Bagan Super Giant as well as Chennaiyin FC. Quite a pacey encounter so far, and Chennaiyin are doing their bit in this encounter. Oh, lovely through ball. Liston will not get to it because Mandar clears his lines. Irfan, it is too dangerous the way Chennai are playing, but they're getting out of those spaces. Namte, Bemamer, Pritham. Good football from Chennai. Dimniana. Back to the keeper. Oh, and Nawaz doesn't take any chances. First contact wasn't good and then clears it for a throw in. Clifford Miranda. Claps of support for his team. Abhimita, the danger is in such a game, Mohun Bagan Super Giant always have the quality to create something. El Sino clears his lines, doesn't get too far. Apuya to Robson. Robson, Liliana Robson, El Sino. Very important clearance. Might be a chance for Thapa. Thapa blocked and cleared. Inigo wins the ball. Noguera plays it across to Mandar, who has to turn around. Mandar out Desai plays it long to Irfan. Irfan wins it, loses it, and that should be a foul against Irfan Yadwad. Against Apuya. India U20 women team beats Tebi FK senior team playing in second tier 4-0 with brace from Babita Kumari, one each from Camden and Neha. It's a great performance. Your is able to improve the skills levels of the young Tigers. Yep. Animan, let's hope so. And that was Liliana who blocked Thapa's shot. Still goalless after nearly 18 minutes. Through ball for Mohun Bagan Super Giant and Pritham Kotal. Liliana chases line. Inigo doesn't get ahead to it. Mohun Bagan directly back into the final third. Petratos has to walk back to the middle of the park, plays it back to Alberto. Alberto Rodriguez across to Mehtab. Apuya. Abimite. Hapa. Apuya. Good fluid game from both the teams so far. Apuya. Mehtab. Hapa. Mehtab. Apuya. Nice little triangle plays. Petratos. Apuya. Hapa. Petratos. Looks to chip it towards Jay Maclaren. And done by Pritham. Gets it to his keeper. And back. Bemamer. Bemamer to Pritham, who finds Inigo, who loses the ball. Maybe a chance now for Mohun Bagan to pick up some space. Robson Robinho across to Dimi Petratos with a shot attempt and good save from Mohamed Nawaz. Corner. Mohun Bagan Super Giant, their third. After losing the ball, Robson Robinho and across. Face of the goal from Petratos. Good attempt and good save from Mohamed Nawaz, who does the right thing to try and clear it to the side. Corner for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, their third in the first 20 minutes. Robson Robinho into the danger area. Good one-handed fist by Nawaz. Ball back with Mohun Bagan, who will allow it to go out for a throw-in. Liston. Overcooked. It's going to be a throw-in on the left flank for Chennaiyin FC. 20 minutes plus played. Mohun Bagan Super Giant nil. Chennaiyin FC nil. Good game of football so far. Looks like Chennaiyin started the better of the two, but now Mohun Bagan Super Giant are in this game. And the Kolkata Giants surely will be looking for their second win. But Chennaiyin are looking for their first win of this ISL campaign. We've had exciting matches in the last few years here, with Chennaiyin also winning in Kolkata. So therefore, that surely is possible. Mohun Bagan plays it out to Abhimite on that right, but Mandara, this I knew what was happening. Oop. Noguera loses out to Thapa. A little bit too over smart, overcooked. Oh, that's a foul. Foul on Bemamer. Free kick, Northeast United in the half of Chennaiyin FC, and Petratos with a sorry to Bemamer. That's good. Sportsman spirit. Noguera and Apuya Singh, both former Mumbai City FC teammates, title-winning teammates. Oh, Mohun Bagan putting pressure, wins the ball. Petratos, Hapa, can't get it to Robson. Liliana chips it to Inigo, but Alberto in between. Shumashish, Alberto, across to Apuya. Apuya Ralte, Abhishek. And that pass wasn't clean. Throw in for Chennaiyin FC. Sergio Lobera talking to his team. Giving some hints. Goalless still at the Saltlake Stadium. Headed on by Irfan. Mohun Bagan win the ball back. That's a foul. That's a foul. Oh, Nigo steals the ball, and Vishal Keth seems to touch the ball before him. Now a counter attacking move for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Petratos across, but too optimistic for Jamie Maclaren to get to it. Out of that chance for Chennaiyin FC. Let's see that ball. Liston, Petratos. The idea was right, but it was just overcooked. Too much of pace, too much of power. And a throw in for Chennaiyin FC. Still goalless at the Salt Lake Stadium. Chennaiyin, win it, lose it, win it back. Have the ball. Mandar was going to play high and wide, and that is one for Irfan, but it goes wide into the outside of the field. And throw in Mohun Bagan Super Giant, foul on Liston. Liston and Clifford, I guess some words in Goan or Konkani exchanged. Oh, that's a lovely ball from Inigo to Irfan Yadwar, but he's too wide outside there against Abi Mitay. And Abi Mitay, I think, yeah, foul given against Irfan Yadwar. Let's see. Irfan has the ball. Oh, yeah. One touch, two touch. Yeah. If you want, that is 2 or 3 fouls in one. But it seems like maybe it was offside because the foul is not given. Mohun Bagan building up on that left flank in the middle of the park. Petratos across to Liston Colasso on the right. Liston Colasso against Mandar Rao Desai. Liston across looking for Petratos, and a flying Mohammad Nawaz clears. Important. Mandar with the long clearance. Again, will the ball go out? Doesn't want to be. Still in. Mohun Bagan on the left. Oh, that's a foul. Then Liana against Thapa, I guess. Free kick on the left. Let's see. Yeah, it is Thapa against Liliana. Liliana putting directly his hand up. You had fouled Thapa. Free kick likely to be a fair for Robson Robinho. 26 plus minutes for the two teams in this game. Robson Robinho headed out. Only as far as Apuya plays it back to Thapa. Robson. Robson with the ball into the danger area. Headed out. That's an empty Chennaiyin goal. And keeper is down. And the referee stops play. Mohammad Nawaz, and it looks like Mehtab. Let's see that. Ball into the danger area. And ooh, they bump all into each other. Oh, head to head between Mehtab and Nawaz. Also two former Mumbai City Football Club teammates. Chennaiyin support staff putting the finger up. that there is no substitution at least needed. Mehtab also still down. We see an earlier chance with the chaos in the box. Robson Robinho and Diniana going down. And a very important clearance from El Sino because Maclaren was lurking behind him. Treatment still happening for Mehtab. Why India under 20 women team is practicing Sweden AFC under 20 Asian Cup in hot and humid conditions in Thailand? Animan, because Joachim Alexandersson has been able to organize it, and it's I guess the cheapest option of training and playing abroad. Mohamed Nawaz still being treated on that ground. So therefore, the AIFF, together with Joachim Alexandersson, decided to do this. Yeah, Mohamed Nawaz, the doctor is checking. Boring match? No, blue. I would have thought in the first nearly 30 minutes, quite lively. Chennaiyin FC trying their luck in attacking as well. So therefore, and the referee now saying that to have the drinks break already after 29 and a half minutes. To me, good match. Again, it's lacking, I guess, opportunities and chances, but Chennai trying to cause problems to Mohun Bagan, which is interesting to see. Is it always working? I think that's always the question that we have, right? Are you able to put pressure on your opponent? And on that front again, and yeah, a lot of half chances, half opportunities at both ends. But I would not say it's a boring match. I think we've seen more boring games than this so far this season in the ISL. So therefore, for me, Blue, if you ask me, a good game of football so far. Bagan isn't looking synced. Agree? That I would agree. I think they looked more sync against the Blasters, I would have thought. Um, but that to me means, I guess, that Chennai FC are a tougher opponent than the Kerala Blasters. But yeah, I mean, we all know that this year we're not going to be talking about standards, the levels that we're known. This is about playing the season, about surviving the season, and this ISL is kind of um, yeah. I understand where you're coming from, but again, we've spoken about this multiple times in the last few months. I think at the moment this league is happening for the sake of happening, and it looks like Mohamed Nawaz might not be able to continue. That finger up from the team doctor and physio was too early because Shamik Mitra is already coming on. Seems to be more serious for Mohamed Nawaz. Shamik Mitra getting a few last minute infos from Anthony Fernandez, and Mohamed Nawaz. Yeah, does not look good actually because he's not clear. Hopefully, he has no concussion, and a forced substitution for Chennai FC just after the half hour mark, with their number one goalkeeper having to go off, Mohamed Nawaz, and Samit Mitra coming on. Always difficult for a player to come in. Samit Mitra with his first touch of the ball. And he's going to kick it long. Has in the past been the number one keeper of Chennai, so not an inexperienced young goalkeeper per se. You have to prove what he can do. He's already 25 years of age. And of course, has been part of the AIFF Elite Academy. Spent time with the Indian Arrows. And was also in his youth with East Bengal. So let's wait and see if he's asked into duty. Throw in Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Abi Mite cleared by Mandar. Ball bubbling here and there. Thapa out to the left. Shubhashish. Shubhashish under pressure. Gets it across to Thapa. Robson. Back to Thapa. Thapa across to Mehtab, who seems to be okay. Petratos turns around, plays it to Apuya. Apuya gaining space, plays it out to Avimitai. Liston. Liston with a good cross into the danger area. Wrong range attempt, blocked by Chennai. Alberto to Mehtab. New build-up. Thapa. Anidu Thapa. Loses the ball in his forward movement. Chennai, double pass, triple pass. El Senior, Namte, Mandar, Noguera, Mandar, Namte, Bemamer. Bemamer looking for Irfan Yadwad. Mohun Bagan trying to build it again. Audio Lal Rin Zuala Lal Beknia performance. He looks to be a good prospect for us for India. Anirban, I am still skeptical because yes, he did score an exceptional, a world-class goal yesterday. That is, technical abilities are there. But for me, is can he play for me a 90-minute match? We've got this David Hamar discussion, which we've had in the past. Yellow card for Abhimitai for a foul on Irfan Yadwad. So therefore, Rinzwala, yeah, twice top scorer of the I-League. Now, finally, in the ISL, he has to be, the goal was brilliant, but he has to do more for me than just score one of those goals to be able to be a prospect for the national team. And physicality is, for me, at international football, something where he always will lose out, in my opinion, because the height is just not there, right? So therefore, that's a thing. Long ball forward. Namte across to Imran. Back to Namte. Oh, important clearance there from Alberto because Inigo was behind him. Abhimite disappointing these two matches till now. Yeah. Oh, Liston Colasso. But no problem for Shomik Mitra. I think Blue, too much of hype. If you ask me, too much of hype. There's a heavy price tag on his back as well. I think if he had been smart, I would have said to him, if you're smart, take less money, stay another season at Punjab FC, develop yourself further, and then you can move on. And I also think he's, so therefore, what is his better side is again a general discussion which we can have. Mohun Bagan on the left, Robson across, and Mandar clears it for a corner. Wasn't needed really. He wasn't under pressure. Yeah. And Mandar says, no one told me. So, Blue, if we want to talk about Abhimite, I still think, again, the boy is capable of quite a bit, but he has to show it to us. Fourth corner for Mohun Bagan. This time again from the right. This time for the first time from Divi Petratos. Oh, overcooked and headed out by Mandar. So if you ask me that way, yeah, Avmite, again, young player, ball into the danger zone, easy collection for Shavik Mitra. It's getting dark outside suddenly. All forward, and Abhi plays it back to Vishal Keth. Alberto. Mohun Bagan now having much more of the ball. Chennai trying to play counter-attacking football. Abhimite leaves it for Liston. Liston moving inwards. Liston plays it to Abhimite, who is on the touchline. Abhimite with a good cross. Jay Maclaren, but cleared by Namte. Intercepted by Chennai. Imran. Inogo, Imran. Inigo, Imran. Lal Din Liana. Foul. Robson Robinho. Yeah. Not easy. And Shamik Mitra will take the kick in the Chennai half. 39 minutes played. But I do agree with you. Blue boring. I wouldn't say boring match, but it's sort of dried out a little because Chennai FC is not as adventurous as they were in the first 15, 20 minutes. I think that's the problem of this game. Throw in Chennai on the right as Mohun Bagan is taking charge of this match. But you don't see that much, I would say, so far. Ball with Chennai. Chennai trying to look to play to Irfan. Can Irfan? No, Irfan can't keep the ball in. Throw in Mohun Bagan Super Giant on the right. Abhimite to take it. With 40 minutes now played, still goalless at the Saltlake Stadium between Mohun Bagan Super Giant as well as Chennai Football Club. Mohun Bagan building up. Shubhashish Robson Robinho. Robson Robinho chips it forward for Maclaren, cleared by Pritham. But I think, yeah, offside given against Maclaren. Limited to no impact so far, Jamie Maclaren. Well seen, that offside position by the linesman. But Pritham Kotal was alert. Pritham, of course, unlucky in the last match against against Mumbai City. Scoring that own goal. A lovely through ball. Oh, good clearance from Apuya. Thapa. Alberto. Alberto to Petratos. Petratos has some space. Plays it out to Liston, who also has some space. Liston Colasso beats Mandarao. They say that's a good shot on the post. Liston Colasso. But was he offside? That's what the linesman seems to be saying. Okay. Maclaren in the middle, most probably. He's trying to connect to the ball. Yeah, Jay Maclaren in the middle was offside. Joachim Alexanderson deserves huge credit for qualifying to Indian under 17, under 20 women's team for the Asian Women's Cup. Yes, Anirban, he surely gets the credit. And again, he's taken the teams to those competitions. Throw in for Mohun Bagan. 42 minutes played. Waiting for those big opportunities. And reminder, if you're liking this live watch along, do leave a like behind and share with others to potentially join us. Ball out to Robson Robinho. Beats Dimliniana. Chip into the danger. El Sino with the clearance. Namte. Back with Mohun Bagan. Abhishek has to be careful. Ooh, plays the ball nicely but loses it. Irfan. Alberto. Alberto. And it's a throw in for Mohun Bagan in the end. Chennai not clear how to get out of that close spot to create some danger. Alberto in the Chennai half. Alberto Rodriguez. Closer and closer to the goal. Plays it to Robson. Robson across to Liston. Liston, Petratos. That's side netting. Did Petratos get the arm of Irfan into his face? Let me see. Replay. No, it's the shoulder. It seems like a corner given. Okay. And Shamik Mitra must have touched the ball before going out. Fifth corner for Mohun Bagan from the right. We are in the 45th minute. And that's a good corner. Header from Alberto. What was it from Mehtab? There will be another one because the Chennai player touched the ball. Corner again. Petratos, number 6. Cleared by Chennai. Abhi Mite across to Thapa. Robson. Robson with his right. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, very important. One-handed clearance from Shamik Mitra with Alberto and Mehtab lurking at the far end. 4 minutes of added time being shown by fourth referee Crystal John. 7th corner now for Mohun Bagan. Chennai so far with none. 4 minutes of added time. Corner that's again cleared by Chennai, by Irfan. Apuya. Back to Apuya. Apuya. And does he get a foul? Doesn't seem to be. Chennai with a chance to break. Inigo on his own. Inigo on his own. And Abhi Mite. And that might be, he might be off. He might be off because he has a card on him. And the referee doesn't want to have that conversation, but I think the Mohun players were asking. Let's see what Inigo does. Yeah, okay. And not that big a foul. I don't think a yellow worthy foul. I would have liked to have seen the other foul at the other end on Apuya if it was a foul or not. 47th minute. Bema Mer. Mandar on it. Noguera leaves that discussion. Bema Mer, will he try to put it straight onto the goal? Robson, Shubhashish, Liston in the wall. Bema Mer, is he going to try indirect or will he try to put it directly onto Vishal Kade's goal? Bema Mer, there's a contact. Ball still in. Cleared by Mohun Bagan. Chennai back into their own half. Played forward. And into, let's see, Bema Mer. Looks like El Sino. Hi, Ochut. Watching since the 35th minute. Ball across to Liston. And cleared for a throw in by Mandar. Pleasant surprise, Chennai FC performance last season play 4-3-4 concert parks. Yeah, we've seen that with quite a few teams, I would say, right? I saw that from Mumbai City, Chennai the other day as well against Mumbai City. BFC also some interesting passing. Oh, Irfan Yadwar trying to find some space. Does not win. Forward ball to McLaren, Jamie McLaren, and he scores. And that is an opportunistic striker, and that is the class of Jamie McLaren. That's the class of McLaren. Ball through. Some of Chennai most probably still thinking, why didn't we score at the other end? And suddenly, just before the break, as coaches love to say, psychologically at the best possible time, through ball, I think from Thapa, and McLaren beats Samik Mitra. And that's a good connection from McLaren. Smart attempt. And 1-0. Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Why am I not showing it? Yeah. Jay McLaren with the goal. With Chennai now having to chase. And the referee blows the halftime whistle just before the break. Chennai FC couldn't concede in the 49th minute, in the 4th minute of added time. And as I just said, psychologically, a lot of coaches will say perfect timing to score a goal. Samik Mitra can't be blamed. That was a very, very good through ball. And Mohun Bagan Super Giant, who have had more of the ball, who have had more possession, take the lead into the break. And goal is similar to the East Bengal, but yeah, very Ejazari, very true. Quality difference of foreign striker, in striker. Nitu, sadly, we can't compare, right? If I have to be very honest, we can't compare. And that's the thing. Jim McLaren, you give him this chance, he will score. And that's the thing. Hey, the Vapes broadcast seems to have gotten better in the last few games. Didn't feel any difference in yesterday's match with Kerala Blasters. The Vapes, if you see certain things, certain angles, you can see it. Depends also, I think, on venue. But again, we have Pulosto, we have Prads as some of them with others. So yeah, most of it is the same. And again, the biggest difference is what you see is if you I don't know if you're seeing the shot now of the whole Saltlake Stadium, that you don't see any of the ISL branding in the upper tiers, right? You see that in Bangalore. I've seen that in Jamshedpur as well. So those are some of them. Digital ad boards in Kerala, in Mumbai, in Bangalore as well. So therefore, those are some of the changes. Dimi's post-goal gesture, what was that? Didn't get that, Ochut. I saw what I exactly know what you mean. I wouldn't have a logic to what he was trying to, if he was trying to say something. I think only Mumbai looked disappointed to me in terms of broadcast, where it looked poor. Rest every venue is looking same. No, Goa, you can see and feel the difference. Jamshedpur, I think I felt a difference as well. So I wouldn't say that the Waves. Kerala, yesterday I didn't watch the match live again, and then judging it as per the highlights is always very difficult. So therefore, I think that's the thing. Coming back to this game, Mohun Bagan Super Giant take a 1-0 lead into the break. And I think they will be very, very happy with that lead again psychologically at the best possible time to take the lead and go with that 1-0 into the break, because for them, that's it. I'm trying to find this match stats of that first 45. Of course, Chennai having to change goalkeepers. Samit Mitra having to come on for an injured Mohammad Nawaz, who had a clash with his former Mumbai City teammate, um, and had to then be substituted off. Samit Mitra then coming on, conceding the goal, and yeah, and to me, um, very clearly, that is where we are in this, and I guess Mohun Bagan Super Giant um, had, as expected, would have had more of the ball, 63 to 37%, 7-1 shots, 7-0 corners, even though Chennai initially, so therefore that's that. And yeah, yeah, sorry, Goa and Jamshedpur were horrible. Kerala, Kolkata, Bangalore look good to me, obviously, given the circumstances. Exactly the waves. Online streaming seems better today. Much better. Yesterday were problems. I don't know if whoever had problems yesterday with the Bangalore versus Northeast United game, but there were issues. Um, so therefore, for me, that's going to be very interesting. Now I believe Mumbai can go 5-5 in the first five games, as the games don't look that challenging. Let's see. If you say, let me just check who they. Again, yesterday was important, I think, for Mumbai City to get that win away to Kerala. The next game, Mumbai City against Northeast next Sunday. Then we have Mumbai City host Sporting Club Delhi, and then on match day 5, Interkashi could be tricky. And then, of course, the big one on match day 6, March 20th, Mohun Bagan Super Giant versus Mumbai City Football Club. So therefore, yeah, again, 2-2 is good. And let's see. Hey, Roshan, people hyping Zwala for his goal. Too early for me. Hope he delivers more goals. Again, we are back to the square one, Roshan. The goal was it was exquisite. It was world class. The way with the outside to put that ball in, to have that anticipation, to be in that position to score that goal is class. The question is, will he now get to play 90 minutes? Will he now get to play? Will he get more game time, or will that not happen? Hi, Neil. Without VPN, I can watch fan code in UK. How are you watching without VPN? I am watching it normal. What do you mean by watching it? What do you mean by VPN? Um, I'm watching it in the normal way, na. Um, so Neil. So 1-0 Mohun Bagan. Overall, do you feel that there isn't much difference quality of all the teams? What should there is some level of quality difference? I think we've seen that there is the group of 4, 5, 6 teams who are most probably at the top, and then there's this group of teams in the middle, and then there is a group of teams at the bottom. If I want to go back to that discussion, um, I think East Bengal, Mumbai City, Jamshedpur, Mohun Bagan look at the moment the top block. I think interesting will be Sporting Club Delhi, Mohammedan Sporting, Odisha FC, maybe even the Blasters fighting against relegation. I think the Blasters will be an interesting one if they can turn it around or not. So therefore, I do think there is a difference. I've been so far positively surprised. Um, um, I am positively surprised that about Intercash in the first game, who tomorrow play, of course, Odisha FC. So Odisha FC join the party tomorrow. So let's see if Interkashi can keep that. And therefore, yeah. Are you watching through app or website or fan code via YouTube? From outside India, you don't need a VPN to watch the games on fan code. Okay. Says what you. So therefore, guys, to me, again, I've said after 3, 4 match days, I think we will have a clear-cut situation. I think Mumbai City with 2 wins, for example, and I know that there are certain people who put Mumbai City and the bottom bracket. I don't see Mumbai City falling into that bottom bracket, but um, I think they've done good for themselves so far, and yeah, let's wait and see which teams plays. I just need to get up on which teams played really in which bracket. Where are they, so to say, going to end up in this season? Because we're all talking a lot about teams. Where can they finish? How can they finish? And that's the big talking point, I think. Yeah, right. So therefore, for me. Again, East Bengal looked very, very good in their 2 matches. But again, even the 4-1 against Delhi, I did not think that it was a 4-1 game. If Delhi Sporting Club Delhi, with a little bit of more experience here and there, with a striker to score goals, could have caused problems for East Bengal. Um, Chennai looked good in the first 20-25 minutes against Mohun Bagan. But again, if you have a striker like Jim McLaren, you give him that chance. Inigo still hasn't settled in, hasn't looked good in the three halves that I've seen him so far, against Mumbai and now against Mohun Bagan. So he has to do better for Chennai. Those are sort of some of the comparisons. And then you see the experience, the class. I think Mumbai City bringing in Johnny Kauko, masterstroke. I think Johnny Kauko is the player who gives Mumbai City that midfield stability which they were lacking in the Super Cup. I felt same thing can be said about Nuno Reis, as a centre back coming in. Also gives them that stability. So therefore, the teams who seem to have gambled on the foreigners hasn't worked so far, right? The experienced hands, Chennai, the same thing can be said, right? Noguera, Bema Mayer give that stability, but Inigo up front is not doing that. El Sinu at the back is doing that. Jamshedpur, same thing. Madi Talal gives them certain things. You've options. You've got Stephen Eze at the back. You've got Ray Tachikawa. You've got Stojanovic. You've got Messi Boli. So that's the interesting part, of which team is going to get which kind of player. So I'm interested to see how these teams actually factually do. But yeah, that's going to be the challenge. And for me, the question now is what do the teams do to try and figure that out? I think some teams, again, the Blasters have brought in an additional player, and that's going to be the interesting part. Can you solve it? Can you sort it? Can you get in the players that you want, that you need? And I it is the same thing. Uh, uh, so therefore, I am looking forward to it. Just let me quickly have something to drink. Because to me, yeah, those are some of the questions to be answered. Um, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. But to me, sorry, um, to me, um, it's been a decent start. With all the happening on and off, they feel Kerala will survive this season, or will they fade away like FC Cochin and Viva Kerala? Tom, you're asking a very, very valid question, in my opinion. A very big question, but a very valid question, in my opinion. Um, I hope the authorities in Kerala wake up and realize, um, um, the problem is, FC Cochin and Viva Kerala never ever had the magnitude of what Kerala Blasters have achieved, and uh, and therefore it is very, very important, I think, for the state of Kerala also, that a team like this survives. So yeah. Okay, YouTube. I was trying using app. You can't use, Neil. You can't use the fan code app outside of India. If I understood right, it's outside of India. It's only YouTube, and you have to pay that monthly fee. Otherwise, you can't watch it. Welcome. Sorry, fan code YouTube page outside of India. Yes. How did FC Goa performance? Mindset not too good. I thought Inter Kashi were better. Um, and from my understanding, again, I have a different view on the red card. I think the red card was valid, so I'm not sure why the AIFF has taken it back. It makes no sense. Sorry to say that, but Inter Kashi are better, and FC Goa with that young midfield um, will run into trouble. Sad to learn about Karavasasi running into stadium-related issues. I can feel for the organizers. These last-minute things are very tricky. Yeah, Uchut, again, you were trying to negotiate on a Friday, on a Saturday, and then you have a press conference. You have an ongoing press conference, and they throw you out of the press conference. Where in the world, anywhere in the world, would that happen? Right, and that is the problem in India, that authorities do these kind of things, which is harmful for football, and it's embarrassing. At the end of the day, it is embarrassing for everyone who's involved in football, that what happened to Kerala Blasters. তোমাকে ডাকলে তো তিনটে ভাষাতে commentary করা যেত. Come back to India and do it, man. Surajit, thanks a lot. So Surajit says that I could do commentary in 3 languages. Thanks a lot for that. But yeah, to me, um, again, I could do commentary. Surely, I can even do it from here if they want to, because I know that Mark Tomlins did it from the UK. So therefore, I can do that again. If Kaleidoscope need a commentator during the ISL, I'm there. Reach out to me. Oh, now the Yonikauko is very good on the ball on Mumbai City SC. Then Mumbai One, I think the role is different from the other two teams. Yes, it is different, but a player who's being forgotten because people don't know the player is Tulunga, right? And don't ask me to pronounce his full name. The number 14, very talented guy. So therefore, um, a very interesting combo. Any update on OCI Origin player? No. Kumar, nothing. Top five ISL teams based on current performance. Mahagyani, top five would include, in my opinion, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, and then I have to, yeah, Mumbai City. I think I would add to the would add to them, and then it gets tough because I've got three, four, five teams. Jamshedpur could be in it, BFC can be in it, Goa, Inter Kashi, I think Punjab. So we've got quite a number of teams who could move into, and that's what I'm saying. I would like to have this conversation around match day uh, 4, where we can then say, you know what, where we stand and where we are. Another Jashwat is still trying to come into ISL. Yes, Kumar, they are still trying their best with political interventions, with political support. But so far, it seems like nobody has blinked. So to me, that seems to be a reality that nobody, yeah, they've tried to put pressure via politicians and via different governments, but nothing has happened so far. When you put City, Margani, I think they can be top three. I think Mumbai City has the potential. If you can go away to Kerala, win there without Jorge Ortiz, I was impressed to say the least. Mumbai City can't afford injuries to its foreigners, right? You saw Pereira Diaz, So for me, um, that's important. Um, but Yoni Kauko, you saw after 60 minutes walking off against Chennaiyin, that it was a difference. Jorge Ortiz after 72 minutes, that was a difference. Nuno Reyes. So therefore, all these four foreigners, if they stay fit, Mumbai City can be top three, in my opinion. Officials in India act like dictators. Yeah, wannabe. Let's call him wannabe. Liston looks better than last day, although he's lacking his natural threat creating ability. ZPK, you know, it seems like Liston has been better on the right than on the left, as the referees whistles for the restart of the game. Mohun Bagan right to left. Chennaiyin had the kickoff from left to right. Mohun Bagan in their green and maroon. Chennaiyin in their all white. And to me, yeah, there's also this cutting in and then trying to, attempt playing. Listen, hitting the post, even though that was offside. But yeah, there's something in there, and therefore, let's wait and see. East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, the clear top two, in my opinion. Rest are below, can be in any order. I'm interested to see East Bengal, Mohun Bagan play against better teams like Jamshedpur, Mumbai City, BFC. So therefore, that's the thing. Why Indian football never get government support like cricket? Kubor, because cricket is, according to the government, something which is important to them. Football isn't. Very simple. But again, there are state governments. You were speaking about Meghalaya. Other governments as well, be it Mizoram, be it Manipur, Assam now, be it Arunachal Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bengal, Kerala, Goa, they've all done, let's see. Isn't this season low-level playing style football competition very low? How future win the football? Yeah, this season it's not about the quality of the play. Important is that the league is happening. I guess it will get better in the coming days and weeks, but it's about it happening. Mohun Bagan playing to the right. Liston Colasso against Mandar plays it short to Robson, who's in the middle. Robson to Jamie Maclaren, turns, twists, and El Sino blocks. Cleared by Bema Mer only as far as Apuya. Blocked by Irfan. Back with Liston, Robson. Nice ball from Apuya, but cleared by Chennaiyin. Back with Mohun Bagan. Alberto. Ball through for Maclaren. Jamie Maclaren. Oh, and I think the ball had gone out. Another Chess Brothers can come to ISL next season after ISL clubs shut down or be dismissed. Brothers can play with remaining teams if the league is run by FF. Kumar, uh, I don't know what we will have next season. Next season is not a discussion at the moment. I've said this X number of times on this channel. To me, the discussion about next season doesn't exist because at the moment, as things are running, we don't know what's going to happen. I think international team performance can be interesting to see further matches. Dark horse. Yeah, mindset mastery. They could be a top five, top three candidate, but they'll have to get the results. Nasa, any chance Mumbai signing more foreigners? If we sign two more, then we have a real chance of winning the league. Icon loan at the moment, there aren't any plans. And if we sign players, they'll have to be free. And I don't know what they've done into the league regulations. Um, you know, how at what stage, up to what stage you can sign additional foreigners or players. So they think the current Mumbai owners have the capacity to match City football level or losing our domination. Magyani, I know the owners very well because I set up Mumbai City Football Club with these owners for these owners. So yes, Bimal and Ranbir have it. Again, the technical expertise, the general organization, operational things have helped, and therefore for me, very important that the club continues, and then let's see what Bimal and Ranbir do, and and that will be very interesting to see. Man, chance for Chennai to counter, but Irfan losing the ball. Mohun Bagan building up again. CFC are lucky. Yes, they were in that situation. Neil McLaren scores a goal, and suddenly he's much more dangerous. And interesting to see how Chennai react. Long throw in. Inogo. Inigo against Mehtab and earns the first corner for Chennaiyin FC after nearly 50 minutes. That was the match going at Chennaiyin FC playing well. Augusto Chennai, I thought, played very well for 15-20 minutes. And then after that, Mohun slowly took charge of the game. Corner, ball into the danger area, but I think someone came out the offside one. Who among the Indian youth have impressed you the most? New players? Anima, no one. Tell me someone who has impressed you or me. I don't have any name that has impressed me. Right. Now that the current owners of Moon City or management people learn something from City Football, of course they have Kumar. The structure is there now, no? It's been improved. And Mumbai City is the only entity where actually the people are still around, a lot of people are still around who were there and which we brought in 2014. So yeah, they're a much better lot today than they would have been in 2014. So therefore that would have worked. So let's focus on this game now. Still 1-0 Mohun Bagan Super Giant, nearly 51 minutes played. Mehta building up, plays it across for Robson, but Imran heads it out. Throw in. Shubhashish to Robson on the left. Shubhashish Bose. Played across to Apuya. Looking to play to Petratos. Ooh. Out of the turn. Jay McLaren against Dinliana. Anava, your thoughts on Kandap? Candy knows his stuff, right? He's an operations guy. He's been there since day one. He's realistic. If you see that he said, listen, I will prepare for the first game, the match stadium only for 3,500 people. That's good. All of those things, he will have been given, a clear-cut budget by Bimmel on how much to spend, and he's utilizing that for the club, right? And Mohun Bagan on the left, Shubhashish Bose, twists and turns, terrible. Should have played it first time. Miguel Ferreira impressed me, but not Indian. Yeah, Miguel Ferreira, amongst those, right? Amongst those ex Bashundara Kings boys like Robson Robinho, Bashundara Kings had some very good quality foreigners in Bangladesh under Oscar Bruzon. Yeah, and the marshalling, the controlling of that East Bengal midfield, really stylish, really good. Now, why don't you take up commentary like these guys are doing from their homes? You'd be pretty good at it. Thanks, the Vapes. It's a conversation, I guess, that I need to have with someone regarding contacts at Kaleidoscope. And yeah, let's see. Let's see what can be done. Chennai losing the ball too easily, too early. Mohun Bagan building up. Mehtab across to Abhishek. Thapa. Sorry, Apuya. Thapa. Apuya. Alberto. Apuya. Thapa. Abhi Mite to Liston. Across to Petratos. Petratos, lovely through ball. Cleared. Abhi Mite beaten for speed by Irfan Yadwat. And Irfan Yadwat, again, his first, second movement, always good. But Jamie McLaren now on the edge of the box. McLaren looking for teammates, but El Sino clears. And Liston, that should be a foul. Yeah, given. Last game, a lot more people wanted to come, and considering the sales next game also good, and both games are on Sundays. Yeah, the Vips, it's good. Point was, rather than selling 7,500 tickets and not getting the stadium full to some extent, I think this was a better effort from Mumbai City. Lobeda's cooking without his main man Jahu. Augusto, yeah, Jahu, Murtada Fall, Hugo Bumus, so those who have had so much of influence for him, and there's a Chennai player down, coming up again, and Imran will not get to it. I wanted to check Murtada Fall. Where is he still playing or has he stopped playing? He's retired. Huh? 38. Sorry, I didn't realize. Yeah, Murtada Fall seems to have retired in the summer. So those are the guys. And reminder, 27 of you are watching. Do press the like button, share it with other people to join our live watch-alongs here of the Indian Super League. And if you can also, if you haven't, become a subscriber. We at the moment stand at 3,810 subscriptions. Thank you very, very much. And do watch the short videos that I try and make on a regular basis. Yesterday did something on the Blasters and their situation regarding stadium. Liston overlapping. Abhi Mitai tries to get across. Namte clears it. And Chennai tries to clear. And that should be a foul from Irfan Yadwat on Apuya. No, sorry, Bema Mayer. And of course, before that, Hiren and I did our first ISL Match Week 1 review. So do come and help us with that. Do watch that and other stories in the channel. And thanks as always for your support, guys. Foul on Apuya from Bema Mayer. Free kick on the right. Little further out. Looks like Petratos to take it this time. Samik Mitra. Yeah, Petratos will take it. Petratos, will he be indirect or will he risk it to try and take a direct attempt on goal? A lot of putting, shoving, indirect, but into the arms of Shamik Mitra, who's looking for options. Doesn't have any. It's to wait. Long and high. Cleared. Cleared by Robson, looks like. Ooh, last line. A Brazilian. And there are two substitutions happening. Eduardo Cao. No, sorry, three happening. Eduardo Cao, Gurkirat, as well as Farooq Chaudhry. Inigo, yeah, to me a disappointment, to be honest. Eduardo Cao coming on. Namte coming off. Farooq Chaudhry on. Interesting. From Clifford. Mohun Bagan steal the ball. Robson on the left. Robson Robinho against Din Liliana into the danger zone. Maclaren wants to play Liston, but Noguera in the way. Oh, and that's ahead of Liston Colasso, which blocks the ball. Throw in. Interesting substitutions. Eduardo Cao, Gurkirat, as well as Farooq Chaudhry. Yes, Gurkirat, almost forgot about him. Interesting to see the other day when he came on for against Mumbai City. Like I thought, okay, 2 seasons ago, under 20 captain scored a brilliant goal. I remember for Mumbai City, a lot of expectations. Nothing happened last season, and now, let's see if Gurkirat can resurrect his career, because we need Indian strikers, and he has a certain level of potential. This is the biggest test that we will have against former teammate Mehtab and Alberto Rodriguez. It's interesting to see Mohun Bagan with Apuya and Anirudh Thapa, a defensive Indian combo. Mehtab, you can add to that, which allows them three attacking players. Shubhashish turns around, plays it back to Alberto. Plays it across to Apuya. Short to Mehtab, back to Apuya. Double pass with Petratos. Petratos turns around, plays it back to Apuya. Petratos, Apuya, Thapa seems to be counting passes and touches at the moment, Mohun Bagan, but looks sleek, looks nice, but they're not gaining any meter. Again, Petratos playing it back to Mehtab, Alberto. And Farooq Chaudhry in the way, who's come on for Imran. Realizing that I've forgotten the names of half of the Indian footballers after a short 7-8 months of domestic football break. Welcome to the club, Hannibal. There's some players, mistake from Petratos. Long ball forward for Farooq, but that is wasted. Sorry, Gurkirat, not Farooq. Hannibal, welcome to the club. There are some players, young players, who I haven't even thought about. Gurkirat belongs to that class of players, who we were talking about, hyping about in the last 2 years. And the league table being put up with East Bengal first, Mohun Bagan second, Jamshedpur and Mumbai City, then third, all on 6 points. And for Chennai, it could be a second 0-1 loss. So they would find themselves in the bottom half of the table. Ball out to Shubhashish. This time he crosses the ball, finds Maclaren, but into the arms of Shamik Mitra. Chennai try to combine. Liliana. Gurkirat trying to keep the ball. Gurkirat loses the ball, but earns a free kick against former teammate Apuya. Apuya laughing. Say, hey, I didn't foul him. And that's the problem. Important, Gurkirat somehow didn't allow that counter-attacking move from Mohun Bagan. Long and high. Cleared by Shamik. Throw in Mohun Bagan on the left. Shubhashish to take it. Apuya. Sorry. Thapa. Thapa under pressure from Noguera. Noguera wants a foul for it. Doesn't get it. Mohun Bagan on the right. Back to the center. Mehtab. Apuya. Still Mohun Bagan. Shubhashish in a lot of space. Shubhashish cuts in. Shubhashish chips, headed out by Pritham. Chennai looking to break. Farooq Chaudhary now with space. Farooq Chaudhary. Sorry, Irfan. Irfan now on the other side, but brilliant clearance. Alberto. Robson. So Irfan and Farooq Chaudhary have changed sides. Robson on the left, looking for Liston Colasso. Finds Liston against Mandar. Liston against Mandar. Thapa looking at Robson. Robson in the box. Dinpuya. Dinliana. Sorry, not Dinpuya. Dinliana dispossesses. Noguera. Bemamer. Bemamer plays it back. Sorry. Eduardo Cao, who's slotted in as a defensive midfielder. El Senor looking for options, doesn't have any, has to play back to his keeper. Farooq Chaudhary earns a throw in against Abhimite. Was Mumbai playing against Interkashi? No idea, to be very honest. If you're asking me to tell you where they're playing, I have no idea because it is still unclear where Interkashi is set to play, and that Mumbai City match would be the first. I feel Mehtab is stupid to leave. I feel so bad for so many players. Who won't get game time. Example, Sahal, Thapa. They could have traveled in any other team. The waves, it happens. I mean, Sahal is clear. Sahal would be one. Amir Ranawade maybe in another one. Thapa is playing at the moment. So, and Mehtab is playing as well, no? I said some of these moves can too. Yeah. Ball into the danger zone, and that is a goal! Dimi Petratos with a second for Mohun Bagan Super Giant after 65 minutes. Petratos at the far end. Chennai risking a little, but Mohun Bagan Super Giant are just too good, too dangerous to not take seriously, and Petratos doing his typical celebration. TV Petratos, a lot of people said and thought he would be gone in the winter. If Molina had stayed, most probably we would have gone, but Lobera has come in. Lobera has trusted him, and Lobera has given him game time. Good cross from Shubhashish Bose. And Samik Mitra could have saved this one, I guess. Yeah, I would have said could have saved this one. And Dimi Petratos. Yeah, Neil, I agree. Poor goalkeeping. And Petratos makes it 2-0 for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, who directly back in the attack. Dimi Petratos and onto Maclaren. Outstretched foot, can't get to it. With Basta Broy and Sergio Lobera having a conversation on the sidelines. And now it would be interesting to see what does Chennaiyin FC do. Do you try and play football? Do you try and do something about this game? Or do you hope you want to get out of this? I don't know how to best say this. Mamer. Mistake. Eduardo Cao. Seems to have been that Eduardo Cao and Elsinho have changed position. Elsinho has gone into the defensive midfield now. Shubhashish Bose, who's much more involved in that second 45. Shubhashish Bose once more with a good cross. Cleared by Cao. Farooq Chaudhary looking for options. That's why he has to slow down. Has to turn around actually. Dinliana. Dinliana chips it for nobody. There is now with Gurkirat even less confidence in their own attacking instincts, Chennai. The topic of striker might harm them, if I'm being very honest. Looking at their squad, Irfan gives you legs. Farooq gives you also that. And you see Jason Cummings warming up. Not a bad combo. Daniel Chimachuk was still missing. I think that is maybe the element which could change things for Chennai. The Nigerian who's played for Jamshedpur as well as East Bengal. 68 and a half minutes. Mohun Bagan Super Giant 2, Chennaiyin FC 0. Looks like this season goalkeepers will make a lot of mistakes. Forward just need to take shot at goal. Yeah. That is very, very true. Chennai intercept for once. Noguera back to Mandar. Mandar into the danger zone. Farooq can't keep it. Back with Mohun Bagan. Liston across to Shubhashish. Shubhashish across to Petratos. Just wide. Almost a third. Exactly, Neil. Yeah. And this is the danger now for Chennai. Will they fall apart or can they create something out of this? Because Mohun Bagan will not stop. There, they will try. An interesting piece of stat 15 to 1 shots. Dinliana, foul from Liston. Seems like Liston and Robson have changed sides for the moment. Who are your favorites for the trophy? I guess East Bengal and Mohun Bagan with outside chances maybe to Irfan for once beats his marker, but then that pass and Alberto and Gurkirat unhappy. Dive, yeah, dive or not, Neil. Alberto is smart, look, replay, because his arm is there, and then of course he does the dive, but Gurkirat just needs to keep his arms away. Then maybe the linesman says, you know what, play on, or the referee. But normally they will give a foul on that. For Indian strikers, these small little things count a lot, in my opinion. Long ball forward, Mohun Bagan. Exactly, Neil, smart play. Liston on the left. Liston Colasso into the danger zone, but collected by Shamik Mitra. Irfan tries to beat Thapa, earns a throw-in. And there is someone on the ground sitting over there for Mohun Bagan, one of their players. Couldn't see who it is. Is that Shubhashish? Yeah, it is Captain Shubhashish. After 70 1+ minutes. Is it cramps? Is it something? It doesn't look like cramps. Yeah, Neil, it is Bose, Shubhashish Bose on the ground, the Mohun Bagan Super Giant captain. One reminder here, if you're liking this live watch along, do leave a like behind, share with other people to join in our little community. And if you haven't, do subscribe to the channel. 3,810 is the current number of subscribers. Thank you very much. We're slowly growing. And tomorrow I will be back for another live with Odisha FC against Intakashi. Odisha FC joining the party tomorrow in the Indian Super League. Eduardo Cao, Bemamer chips it forward to Irfan, but I would have said he was offside. That wasn't Irfan. That was Dinyana. Throw in. Noguera has to get more involved. Yeah. Noguera's problem is for me, is playing too deep. Noguera is, you have to give him space, allow him creativity, and that is where Noguera is missing. Farooq Chaudhary. You see, there, Noguera, middle of the park with Bemamer. Noguera plays it across to Mandar. Noguera. Alberto Noguera plays it to Bemamer. Across to Pritam Kotal. Still 2-0 for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Pritam Kotal plays a nice through ball. But again, Mohun Bagan, enough alertness. Thapa, Apuya, Mehtab, back to Vishal Keth. Oop. Across to Apuya. Mohun Bagan playing slowly, combining, again, gaining a lot of touches and passes. Rodriguez, Apuya, Abimite, back to Apuya. Long ball forward. And Maclaren into the arms of Samimitra. Could have been dangerous for the young keeper. We can see a lot of hamstring injuries this season due to lack of preseason and congested schedule of games. Yes, Neil, we will see that. That will be surely coming. But we'll also, I think, on the other side, see with some teams that they will be better prepared going down. And looks like there will be substitutions. Mehtab Singh. No. Or is it the drinks break? No, sorry, it's the drinks break. After 75 minutes of play, Mohun Bagan Super Giant 2 and Chennaiyin FC 0. And it looks to me, except if there is a wonder happening, as they show the replay of the second goal, lovely cross there from Shubhashish Bose and Dimi Petratos in the way that he likes to score. And there we see the fist from Sergio Lobera. He's happy about it. Petratos with his celebrations. And brilliant cross. And there seems to be a number of substitutions happening. Tom Aldred coming on, Manveer Singh coming on, and Amay Ranawade meeting Mehtab, Abi Mite, as well as Subhashish Bose coming off, meaning that Abhimitai will switch sides. Manveer Singh. Due to Mehtab coming in, one of the big losers at Mohun Bagan Super Giant, the India winger. Amaya is back to Tom Aldred, who of course came on the other day to score that late second for Mohun Bagan. Lord Manveer says Neil, yeah. Lord Manveer is back. Aldred, Alberto. Through ball to Liston. Liston, lovely ball across to Manveer, who will keep the ball in. Manveer to Amai. Mohun Bagan on the right. Papa, Manveer. But Samik Mitra has the ball. Keeper taking his time. Is it to Eduardo Cao? Mandar out this side, loses it, but El Sino, Mandar, Farooq Chaudhary keeps the ball, plays it across to Noguera, but Apuya outstretched legs. A lot of fight in there. True ball, and important for Rodriguez to get the ball in front of Irfan. And foul from Irfan against Alberto Rodriguez. Yeah, Rodriguez, smart enough. Again, foul from Irfan surely, but yeah, the Indian attackers have to be smarter when they're trying to tackle those foreign centre backs. It's just not jumping on their back or trying to, body them. Alberto Rodriguez, a model athlete. Mohun Bagan trying to combine. First touch in weight of pass, two bases of football is lacking so much. Yep, Neil, big problem. Big problem. I totally agree with you on that. As foul on a Chennai player, and it's a yellow card on Tom Aldred, I think. Foul against Gurkirat. And I said, huh? What? Let's see. Not very smart with the elbow. Can do better. Ball back to Vishal Keth. 80 plus minutes played. Mohun Bagan Super Giant 2, Chennaiyin FC 0. Except if the Giants score one, and then we suddenly have a close last few minutes. Mohun Bagan most probably will see this game out, maybe play for a third. They do have to keep in mind, again, they've got a +4 goal difference. And arch rivals East Bengal Football Club have a +6 goal difference, 7-1 goals. Mohun Bagan still to concede. Lovely combination play in the middle of the park. Liston plays it through to Manveer. Sorry, to Amai. Manveer Singh, side netting. Little selfish Manveer there. Had 2 or 3 options in the middle where he might have passed into the middle of the park. And there's a substitution or substitutions at both ends. The goal scorer, Jay Maclaren, coming off, and Jason Cummings coming on. And at the other end, Mason Singh, the young winger, comes on. As they show the replay of this chance, Manveer nicely played. Petratos had run in very nicely. Could have just centered it. Samik plays it out. Irfan heads it out. Avi Mitay Back to his keeper, Tom Aldred. Elsinho having gone off, Mason having come on. Manveer wins it, loses it. Mohun Bagan have it back. Liston plays it nicely to Abhimite. Abhimite, nice outward step. Irfan also tries his trick, loses the ball. And did the ball go out? Yes, it did. Throw in Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Chennai need to find an outlet up front. Question is, will that be Daniel Chima Chukwu? Because so far Inigo has not been that outlet that they need up front. And the stats are brutal in this game. 12-1 shots for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. 4-0 on target. 63 still to 37% ball possession. And that's a foul on Alberto Nogueira. And that's a card for Demi Petratos. And he says, sorry, Demi knows. I held him. I pulled him. I stepped on him. Yeah, earned it. In the end, the stats are quite brutal and one-sided. Who tried that outside of the boat? And Sahal Abdul Samad coming on. Question is for whom? Let's see. There's a little confusion going on. Please correct it on the table. And it is Liston Colasso coming off. And Sahal Abdul Samad coming on. And just think about, we're 84 minutes in and Mohun Bagan can bring these kind of players on. Yeah, Mohun Bagan Super Giant continue to have the best overall squad in the ISL. And starting off with 2 wins keeps them on track, potentially on winning the league for a 3rd time in a row. Ball out to Dimliana, looking for Gurkiret. And that job is much, much tougher now with Aldred and Alberto Rodriguez in front of him. Dimliana. Nogueira. Nogueira. Twisting, turning, plays it short. Back to Nogueira. Bema Mer. Back to Pritham. Eduardo Cao. The Brazilian has to be careful. Farooq Chaudhary being challenged by Apuya. Farooq Chaudhary loses the ball, not given as a foul. Thapa across to Jason Cummings, who's also not played much so far. Abhimite, Alberto, Aldred, Amay Ranawade, Apuya, Amay. Sorry, quick. Alberto, Jason Cummings, Manveer against Mandar. Manveer tries to get across. Farooq. Alberto against Manveer. Alberto, and the referee is going to give a foul in the end. Chennai try to play on. 86 minutes gone, 2-0 for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Yeah, Alberto Nogueira having to do a lot of defensive work for his team. And that is surely not what you want a player of his class to do. Cleared by Mohun Bagan. Back with Chennai, Bema Mer, Pritham, Nogueira, Pritham, Kao, Pritham, Nogueira, Mason. Mason, as I've said, tomorrow, Odisha FC versus Interkashi. Let's see how well prepared Odisha FC are. Bemamer, stolen by Mohun Bagan, and Mohun Bagan keep the ball. Noguera, sorry, Rodriguez, Aldred, Cummings loses the ball against Noguera, but then wins it back. Aldred, Rodriguez, Chennaiyin clear. Farooq Chaudhary wins it. Noguera back to Mandar. Mandar to Eduardo Cao. Mandar under pressure against Manvir. It's a throw in for Chennai. A little over 2 minutes to go. Mandar Rao Desai. And Mohun Bagan win it off them, lose it off them again. Bemamer to Din Liana. Bemamer. Gurkirat. Noguera, Bemamer, Cao. Mandar. Farooq. Cao, Farooq. Plays it back to centre back. Interesting stat being mentioned. 50th appearance from Jason Cummings in the Indian Super League. Mason. Gurkirat. And ooh, that's a good attempt, Gurkirat. Best chance for Chennai in this match. As you say, Neil, good try. Mason, nice ball to Gurkirat. First touch and turn. She wasn't that far away. And I don't think if it had been on goal that Vishal Kate would have gotten to it. Abhimite. Back to Rodriguez. Tom Aldred. Petratos. Apuya. Aldred. Petratos. Out to Amay Ranawade. Cleared. But only to Manvir. Jason Cummings. And Robson Robinho. And Pritham Kotal doesn't allow them anything. Sahal. Sorry, that wasn't Robson. That was Sahal. And Petratos. Curls it, but not on target. 4 minutes of added time. We are already in added time in this match with Chennaiyin FC leading in the stats of not creating much chances today. Mohun Bagan dominating. Mohun Bagan keeping control of the ball and of the match. Maybe trying to get another one. Sahal, Amay, Manvir, Bemamer. Manvir wants a pen but doesn't get it. Cleared. Noguera. Plays it across to Pritham. Diniliana doesn't watch. Petratos! And that goes wide. Mohun Bagan trying to combine. Nice little turn. Jason Cummings with space. Jason Cummings with a shot, but Samit Mitra has the ball. Apuya, and that should be a foul from Mason. Already in the 53rd minute, 93rd minute. Can Mohun Bagan do 3 in us? Yeah, they can. Cummings, and good save. Oh, sorry, from Samit Mitra. Jason Cummings now getting into the action as well. India women beat Perth Azuri 7-2. At least they are in goal scoring form. Yeah. Anyone? Again, always remember friendly and what is the level of the opponent. Corner for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Into a dangerous space. But no, Cummings is not going to get a penalty for that. As we're in the last seconds of this encounter, which Mohun Bagan Super Giant will win against Chennaiyin FC. Clifford has some work to do. And Sergio Lobera will be happy with what he's achieved so far. And that's the final whistle. And as Neil says, Mohun Bagan dominate the game. Mohun Bagan Super Giant score a 2-0 victory against Chennaiyin FC. And of course, a lot of familiar faces. Anthony Fernandez, of course, has worked under Lobera at Mumbai City. And yeah, a lot of these players know each other. We see Abhimite and Irfan Yadwad with a friendly hug. So that is, so to say, the final result of this game. And yeah, it's as Neil says, Mohun Bagan dominated the game. Tomorrow, Odisha FC versus Inter Kashi. So that will be an interesting one to see. But tonight, I thought in the first 15-20 minutes, yeah, Chennai are in the game, but they didn't challenge the opponent in a way where it'd say, you know what, you can be dangerous to your opponent. And that is, I think, the biggest problem. Inigo, again, I thought a young Spanish striker, maybe that's a masterpiece, a masterstroke maybe for Chennai FC, but he hasn't been dangerous enough. Chunachukwu still not there. But in the end, I would have to say a clear win for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. And I think no one can deny that they deservingly won this encounter. Get up once and get some water. Because Chennai have not been really threatening. It was what I said last Thursday against Mumbai City as well, that Chennai are not dangerous enough in front of goal. And today, unlike against Mumbai, they were not even getting into those dangerous positions to try and score a goal, to try to get into that danger area, that danger point, and create problems for the opponents. And then in the end, of course, Mohun Bagan Super Giant walk away with the 2-0 win, which could have been a 3 or a 4. The opportunities were there. And yeah, Chennai, a lot of work to do for them, because they will now need to find solutions to those lack of goal scoring opportunities or lack of creating those opportunities. They have a certain level of creativity. Irfan Yadwad has those legs, but again, gets stuck in those duels. Imran Khan has the same issue. Noguera playing much deeper than I think he likes to play, but Bevamer and Namte need to be more controlling. And of course, Inigo, not as dangerous as a striker needs to be in that position, in my opinion. That's, I think, the biggest challenge for Chennai FC to try and sort it out. But on the other side, Sergio Lobera's Mohun Bagan Super Giant again, not as free flowing as we've seen Sergio Lobera sides, but we've seen last season at Odisha FC, Sergio Lobera much more pragmatic, happy. I know that he said the other day he rather sees likes a high scoring match than a 1-0. But again, I think he will take a 2-0 on a match day like this. The second 2-0 for Mohun Bagan Super Giant to put them on 6 points, four +4 as a goal difference. So therefore, for them, that is surely there, and I think they're on the right path to be a title contender, to defend their title and to win, to make it three in a row. I think that is clearly possible, and otherwise, it looks very interesting to see what the others do. Animan says, India women won first match 5-0 and now won Perth Azuri 7-2. Yeah, again, Animan, good match practice. But as I always say, friendly results are nice to have. But again, it counts against Vietnam, against Japan, and against Chinese Taipei. Those count. And therefore, this match again, um, yeah, looks to me very clear where we stand at this juncture, because at this part of the season. So once more, let's look at the Indian Super League table, with East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City, Jamshedpur FC all on 6 points. East Bengal on +6 goals, Mohun Bagan on +4 goals, Mumbai City and Jamshedpur FC on +2, Bangalore FC on 4 points, SR FC Goa, and both with 3-1 goals. Inter Kashi have a point from one match. Northeast United have 1 point from two matches, which are minus goal difference. Ninth, Odisha FC. Tomorrow they join the party. And Punjab FC have one match and one loss. While then come Chennaiyin FC, Kerala Blasters, both on no points and -3 goals. And then Mohammedan Sporting on also minus, sorry, uh, Chennai FC, Kerala Blasters, Mohammedan Sporting all on -3 goals and 0 points. And last, bottom of the table, Sporting Club Delhi with 1 to 6 goals, meaning -5. So at the moment, Sporting Club Delhi would be the club to be, if relegation is in place, they would get relegated. So that is, I think, that is where we are. India won despite Manisha. Again, Hitesh, I'm putting it into context. All of these friendly results, men's, women's, youth, seniors, all do not at the end of the count. Only the matches in the qualifiers or Asian Cup will be the ones to count. So thoughts on East Bengal? Pratik, they started off well. East Bengal look good, and the question is what can they do this season? Are they going to be title contenders? They're for second match day. They're going to be leading the table, so that's a good news for the Kolkata Giants. Miguel Ferreira, for me, one of the best midfielders. Yusuf as a Jari could be, a top striker. And yeah, will be now interesting to see what how they build on this early momentum. And let's see. I guess Kerala will relegate. Pratik, I think there are weaker teams than Kerala Blasters. I don't see Kerala Blasters getting relegated. Again, I might be wrong, but to me, the Blasters don't look like a team that would get relegated. I think that there are much weaker teams in the ISL at this moment in time. Yes, the Blasters are not playing their best football. Yes, the Blasters are not firing so far, but I think Mountain Sporting, Odisha, let's see what they do tomorrow. Um, and even Sporting Club Delhi look to me weaker than the Kerala Blasters. But the Blasters need to get their act together. As I said, in the league table, Sporting Club Delhi bottom -5, 0 points, and then three teams: Chennai FC, Kerala Blasters, and Mohammedan Sporting on -3. So those would be some of these stats. Mohammed Super Giants not finding there as much as they want. Set piece problem is big reason in my opinion. Yeah, blue. Is it set piece or is it also again? Yeah, a lot of corners. Very true on that front. But to me, but also those half chances that they're creating, um, they're not finishing off. But again, they'll take the 2-0, I guess. They're playing not proper. I don't know, Pratik, who is supposed to select. Again, from that squad, I don't know. Yeah, Pratik, there are other teams, as I say, who are worse than them. I have a question. Everyone know Mohun Bagan gonna play attacking, so other team just gonna try not to lose more than 2 goals. For them, it's relegation fight. Shruti, I don't think so. I don't think if you look at the first 15, 20 minutes, you know, um, you would have said Chennai were in the game. And then the longer the game lasted, the more the opportunities, the chances moved towards Mohun Bagan. And then it was, I think, for 70 plus minutes, it was one sided. There was only one attempt afterwards from Gurkirat, that lovely turning short attempt. But otherwise, there was what was there? There was nothing, right? So therefore, these are realities. And I don't think that they came to lose 2 goals. Mohun Bagan, if they wanted to, could have scored more. Didn't do that. I think they kept Chennai alive in this game. And yeah, what else to say? This is the reality of things. And to me, yeah, uh, not much to add to that. Why Cummings ain't playing, Pratik? Because the coach feels at the moment that McLaren and Petratos are better than Cummings. Right? McLaren is the number one striker. Petratos is like your link player, sometimes your playmaker. He drops a little. So therefore, for me, Petratos is the best that I've seen him in quite a while. I would say. Sporting Club Delhi looks set to be relegated. Again, Hitesh, I think there are 3, 4 teams who are potentially going to be facing that relegation fight, and Sporting Club Delhi, to me, are in that mix, I fear. So it's because Nawaz injury? No, no, no. Mohun Super Giant are playing more than Hansi Flick Highline. I wouldn't say that, Surajit. Um, I think they could play deeper if need be, but they have with Alberto and with Mehtab 2 players who have speed on their side. I think we saw that the other day with Anwar and with Jeekson, that East Bengal have a problem if someone with speed actually plays, and that. Chennai team isn't bad, but in the season in consideration. Blue, they're not, but they're not putting it together and they don't have an outlet up front. They're not getting the ball into the danger zones. For me, Noguera forced to play too deep. And if you don't get Noguera into a position where he can play football, it's a lost cause. Why so many people question with India not playing national team in friendlies before Asian Cup? If national players have club duties, what is logic of questioning the players with best possible clubs? Pranata, again, who is questioning? Again, that why you're paying attention to that? What people are questioning? Again, that I've given up on that. Petratos seems finished, to be honest. No, Pratik, it isn't. I think this is the best Petratos in 2.5 years that I've seen. Feel from start of ISL to now, teams are scoring very less goals. Previous season saw much more close fights and goals. Pranata, as I said, you are looking into this. You are expecting something, and I've said to many people, and I've said this multiple times on my lives over the last few weeks. Expect little to nothing at the moment. The good thing is the league is happening, and the league is a little over a week old, so therefore, or rather 10 days now old. Yeah, that's why we'll have to see. This game, I didn't see that high line, to be fair. Exactly. Again, sometimes they do, but I didn't think that they played. There was no need to play the high line, and they were dropping back, and they were playing. Apuya was dropping into the last line as well. So therefore, these are some of the things that were visible today. Team India positive to me is Thapa is in first 2 matches. Finally, is getting involved. Blue is not only getting involved. First of all, is getting a lot of game time, and he is playing football, right? So under Lobera, he's forced to play football. I'm just saying, I also expected less and nothing new happening, but just a claim it's very obvious for this season. Shalata, to me, again, it was clear either some of the teams would be so bad that people would literally destroy them, which has so far luckily not happened, or it would be close encounters. And we've been more on that close encounter thing than rather than teams being destroyed so far. And therefore, therefore we've had a lot of close games at the start of the Indian Super League so far, and I guess it'll continue for a little while. And for us, as I say, it's very, very important that the league is on. I think that is one fear that we would have had. And we are having the matches. So therefore, for me, that's the biggest positive. So yeah, your thoughts on Abhishek of Mohun Bagan and Pratik? Not as good as I saw him in Punjab. Um, Again, he's playing in a different team. He's playing a different system, but Abhishek still settling time. Yeah, that goal by Vignia and touch was super. But again, why I'm seeing people comparing Chetri to him and saying he can be best replacement very soon to judge. Because Shonata, because the people don't know. That goal is world class. That touch, that the intuition, the touch, all of that is world class. Tell him to do it. If how many times, if he does it 100 times, how many times is he going to score that goal? That would be my question to anyone, because that is most probably once in a lifetime goal, right? Does Benali trust him to be a starting player in place of Pratik Gover, right? If he is in place of Gogo as starting player, then we'll see how much he can do, right? So therefore, there's a lot to do. Mohun Super Giant has a slow start. They get better. The match goes on. Can be exploited by early goals. Yeah, Blue. That's the thing, right? Again, today the same thing to me. Uh, uh, um, um, uh, that's why I felt first 15, 20 minutes, Chennai were in the game without creating chances really. But that's the thing. League is happening. That's one of the positive. We have gone backwards in 4 or 5 years. Is there no league? Will be Bhutan levels, says Neil. Now I'm saying about defensive midfield, Apuya's backup, Abhishek Suryavanshi. Are Suryavanshi, what to say? Um, he's not playing, right? So that's the problem for him. Also, they don't seem a threat to me. Okay, threat for whom? Mohun Superjan surely are defending champions. Very true, sir. And that too, not in high pressure match or regular matches. Indians judge everything early and then blame player. It was next level goal, but every player scores big in some games. Yeah, some games or maybe once in their life, Shanlata, right? East Bengal. Uh, Pratik, East Bengal's 4-1 against Delhi is also not, in my opinion, a fair result because I thought Delhi did not play bad, right? I think East Bengal, because they scored 7 goals, don't overjudge them because, again, they were very lucky. Again, I've not heard it from any East Bengal fan saying, hey, listen, you know what? We got a penalty, which wasn't a penalty. Maybe, you know, so that's the thing. Suryavanshi isn't even in the squad. He hit himself by signing till 2028. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is for a player like him, given the realities of the squad, um, for Abhishek, very difficult. Very, very difficult in my opinion. And let's see. You support Mohun Bagan. Ah, gotcha. No, Pratik, I do everything but support Mohun Bagan, but I live in reality, right? So therefore, yeah, you look at results, you look at this, you look at that. It is very early. Again, it is positive to have 6 points on the board, but if these teams don't win in the next few games, then you don't know what's going to happen. So therefore, that is something which you need to counter, right? So that is something which I find very important in my opinion, because at the moment I think the league is open to all teams to potentially win. So therefore, yeah, very interesting to see what happens in the coming days. Squad like Mohun Bagan Super Giant needs 50 games. So everyone can put something. Yeah. So theoretically, the question is, even if they had 50 games, would they use the squad, or do they need to use the squad? Right, to me that's something which is yeah, agreed, sir. Great analysis, thanks, Pratik. Do you think FC Goa have a chance? Pranjal, no, I don't think so. I think FC Goa, um depending on how their team is built, lack that little bit. I think Mumbai City, I think, has done the wisest thing by bringing in two ISL experienced foreigners. Again, if they don't get injured, it will be, could be masterstroke. Yes, and our first 2 goals for East Bengal against Delhi. First goal, goalkeeper blunder. Second goal, penalty. Momentum currently in their favor. Exactly, the momentum is currently in their favor, but the reality is it could have gone the other way, right? Um, but really hardworking, good revenue of Brickley to this that much. That's huge. Of course, 100%. but they will play same 16 players in those 50 matches. The others are there in case injury. Exactly. That's bro. You just said what about I think. My point is, that's the thing. Do you think I have chance with my crush? Pratik, let's wait and see. I These are early days. It is match day 2, and yeah, let's wait and see. Thanks, Neil, for the £2. Is it €1 for fan code membership, Germany? No, it's not £1. It's 10 euros. I think already it's Mohun is moving for the race. The rest fight for third spot, assuming no injuries. Pranjal, it might end up like that, but at the moment, I think it is still open for everyone in the league. I think that all teams have their chance, and for me, very important to see how how we um, how we're gonna how the league progresses, because there will be upsets at some stage. There will be certain upsets, results which you didn't expect. Did we expect Inter Kashi to go to Goa and get a result? I don't think a lot of people expected that. But Inter Kashi could be an interesting one, a bogey team for a lot of teams. Um, I'm positively surprised with the start of Mumbai City. Didn't expect them to be actually this good, right? I hoped, but I didn't expect it. So therefore, these are some of the realities which we are, and now we'll have to see how the teams progress as the league moves on, and therefore, for me, I think it's very important that the teams settle down. Let's see how Odisha does. Yeah, Pranjal, tomorrow another live watch along. Odisha Football Club versus Inter Kashi Football Club. I'm looking forward to that, and let's wait and see what the two teams can do. Right. Um, and once more, as always, a reminder: if you're liking what you're hearing, what we're discussing here, 33 likes today. Thanks a lot for that, and share with others. And 3,813 is the current number of subscribers. Thank you very much. We're slowly growing. Do watch the short videos that I try and make here. Subscribe also to my other social medias under Arun Foot, be it on Instagram, on Twitter, or X as they call it now, on Facebook. Go to arunfoot.com, and thanks a lot for your support, guys. Without that, it wouldn't be possible. Mumbai is serious this time. Yeah, Pratik, I think it was a wise move from Mumbai City to bring in two foreigners with ISL experience. In the sense of Nuno Reis has trained at Mohun Bagan Super Giant in two games. Very, very, um, you know, impressive to say. And Yoni Kauko is a champion, and he knows how to play. And will be interesting to see how the others sort of use him, play him. But Yoni Kauko to me has impressed me a lot so far, I have to say. And um, you know, so therefore for me, yeah, um, it will be interesting to see um, what they can do, because. Um, Going to Kerala and winning there, I would say I'm impressed. So I thought Nathan Rodriguez was top goal scorer in league as a defender. Difficult with Akash Mishra back. With Akash Mishra back, last season he played because Akash Mishra was injured. I don't know if Nathan will get much game time this season. When is the next weekly review I say with Harry Bhai? Neil, we are planning it for Wednesday. So that's our idea, to do it on a regular basis, because Wednesday or Thursday latest, because tomorrow, of course, the next round finishes. So we're trying to do it on a regular basis, and yeah, so therefore looking forward to it. If you haven't, do watch a first episode, nearly half an hour, or rather 29 minutes and 1 second of the ISL Game Week 1 review, goals, drama, and big statements. So therefore, I'm looking forward to that. I enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. Shared with other people as well, so that more people get to know that we are doing something like this. Right. 2 hours, 20 minutes plus. If you don't have anything else to add, thanks a lot for joining into this live watch along. Neil, thanks a lot for those £2. And into prediction, yeah, that will be near. Someone has actually hinted that in the video. We will surely do that for the next match day. But that shows our young gents are skilled, but these better than Akash. No, he's not. Again, Pratik, if he's better than Akash Mishra, he would be playing. I say a foreign coach doesn't care X, Y, Z. He will play who's the best, right? If you're better than an older player, he will play that player. If you're better than a foreigner, he will play you. They not pick players by names. These younger players need to be better. So therefore, these younger players are not better. That is what I've been saying. The under 23s, under 17s, we can hype them as much as we want to, but are they really better than the other players? And then sadly, the answer is no. And that is they need to prove that they're better. So that is where we're stuck at the moment. And yeah, so to me, um, one of the biggest challenges. And with that, I slowly come to an end. Thanks a lot for once again joining in. I'll be back tomorrow with Odisha FC versus Inter Kashi from the Kalinga Stadium. See you then.